Guys, today I'm going to do something a little bit out of the norm for what I typically do, and that is to talk about a specific item that I really liked this past year, and that is the Primary Arms 1-6 Gen 3. It's a 1-6 illuminated reticle scope. I've done the full review. We're not going to get into a lot of the details, but I am going to tell you what I like about this scope and the reason why I think that it's one of the best deals on the market. The price is right. They're $289.99 for a good quality illuminated reticle 1-6 variant scope. The great thing is Primary Arms offers a free mount with this scope if you use the link that I'll have down in the description. Also free shipping. And so that's great to help you guys out, and I just really appreciate Primary Arms working together with me on this. This scope, to me, and I'll tell you some of the things that really just tripped my trigger about the 1-6. First off is, you've got that close quarter capability. If you need to get to a target quickly, you can pull it up. You've got it on 1X. I mean, it's pretty much the way it is, looking through a red dot. So it's a very fast system up close and personal. Now, that self-defense situation, but also in a hunting situation, especially if there are predators involved. Being able to get that up quickly without it being like a 6 magnification, pulling it up and just seeing a big blur. The 1X just gives you that instant, there you are. Now the second thing is, of course, is the 6X capability. You can crank it out and really get shots up to 600 to 800 yards. You go with the 5.56, or these are even calibrated. You can set them up for 308. The Gen 3, they've shortened this scope. We're going to look at it in a minute. I've got a couple of scopes we're going to compare and just talk about. It does have a nice illumination for the reticle. The reticle is etched. To me, this makes a really good SHTF go-to scope because it just has a lot of capability. But the one thing to me that kind of tops the list on this scope is its reticle system. The ACSS reticle is hands down, to me, my favorite. One of the biggest reasons that people miss their targets is because of wind and because of miscalculated range estimation. And that's one of the things about this reticle that, to me, it answers those very easily. The other thing about this ACSS that's above some of their other generation models is that it has the Chevron tip. That is your focal point, and to me, Chevron is the best. It's better than a dot because it's an infinity point. It comes to a point, and no matter how small it is, you can get focused on that target. Another thing that Primary Arms has done, this big for this year, is to go into a lifetime warranty. So one of the reasons why a lot of people chose Vortex over Primary Arms was because Vortex had a lifetime warranty. One thing that was funny about these guys, in fact, I was talking to Dimitri, who actually designs the ACSS reticles. He said they looked at it and they said, there are hardly any returns. Why don't we offer a lifetime warranty on it? And so they did. One thing, though, to note is that the Vortex scopes and the Primary Arms scopes are made in the same factory. Now guys, at the bottom is the Gen 3, and then we have the Gen 2 right here. One of the big differences between these two scopes is that it's about 1 inch shorter and about 2 ounces lighter. So while this is a great optic, it does have the dot, which this one has the Chevron. You definitely are getting some advantages with the Gen 3, even over the Gen 1 or the Gen 2. So guys, if you had the Gen 1 or Gen 2, you still have a lot of advantages with this scope. Then here we have the Vortex Strike Eagle, which to me is one of the most comparable scopes to the Primary Arms 1-6. This is an excellent scope in itself, but this still falls along the same length as your original Gen 1 and Gen 2 1-6 by Primary Arms, and it weighs 2 ounces more. But here is, to me, the critical difference. Now, I like the Strike Eagle. I like this optic. It's an excellent optic. But the Primary Arms ACSS reticle, to me, trumps it. It beats it. So as far as either of these two, because a lot of people ask me about the Strike Eagle, and I've done a full review on this, and I'll have it linked right here. But they ask which one would I prefer, and guys, I'll just tell you, Primary Arms. And again, these scopes are made in the same factory. Both have lifetime warranties as well. Now it is illuminated, so you're going to be able to see this in low light situations or be able to bring it up even bright daylight. But the big thing is too is that it's an etched reticle. So if the battery goes dead, you still have your reticle system. Now to wrap things up, I want to thank Primary Arms for supplying the optics for me to test and to do the evaluation with. And also for being a sponsor of the channel now, because I just really believe in Primary Arms. I get on things, certain things, that I just really like. They just happen to be something that hits me. If you want to see the full review of this scope and all the details and all of its glory, I'll have the link for you to check it out, of course, down in the description, and see the full review. Now, if you've purchased this scope and whatever experience you've had, leave it down in the comments. If you've had really great experience with it, leave it down there. If you've had a horrible experience, leave that down in the comments, because we want to see what is all the spectrum of what experiences people have had, which I really think is helpful for those who are looking to buy a scope like this. And again, these are $289.99 on the Primary Arms website. If you use the link down below in the description, you'll get a free cantilever mount, or you can get scope rings, and they do free shipping. So that's just a great way to be able to save some money on an already really reasonably priced scope. And guys, for the money, this is way above its pay grade. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Now to me, this is about as large as a scope. This is the freaking 1:8. You gotta be kidding me. I'm sitting here doing all shit. And the battery's down. I think my hand is frozen to this handguard. It is so freaking cold.